This is Barbate against Cardiff, the first game of the pre-season. It's kicking off in about 10 minutes, but I'm not actually here to talk about that. Here to talk about Álvaro Morata, Phil. It was pretty much as we said when the deal for Manchester United broke down. It always seemed quite likely that Chelsea was the one club that perhaps could come and rescue him. Now, earlier on in the season, we talked about the fact that Álvaro Morata's camp was a little bit confused or a little bit surprised at least as to the fact that Chelsea hadn't forced through the interest which they knew that was there. They knew that Conte was interested in him. He'd made a bid last year of 60 million euros, I suppose partly because maybe they thought they would get Lukaku. They weren't aware of United's interest there. Maybe there was a slight doubt perhaps about Morata until Lukaku left them with virtually no other choice. And also then there's a question of the price, because at 80 million euros, while Morata is potentially a very, very good player indeed, it is quite expensive. But you know, the bottom line is, in the end, Morata got that move that he wanted. He was desperate to get a move away from Real Madrid. He's desperate to play. He feels like he hasn't played often enough over the last couple of years, even last season when he had the best goals per minute ratio in the whole of the Spanish league, and actually played quite a lot, but not often enough, as we talked about on the pod. You know, this is a guy who from the quarterfinals onwards of the Champions League, despite having been quite important throughout the season and despite being the second top scorer in the team, from the quarterfinals of the Champions League onwards, only played 25 minutes in the whole competition. So he's finally got his move. Now, of course, it's up to him. He's got to perform. And as for me, this